Hello and welcome to Gary Teaches Maths. I'm going to continue going through the Edexcel Higher Tier Paper 1 from 2018. This is question 10. And this is a question about doing box plots from median, upper quartile and lower quartile, etc. So what we would do, this says this table gives us some information about the heights of 80 girls. And it says that the least height is 133, and the way we represent that is we go to this scale, so we can see there's 130, there's 140, and we can draw at 133, we can draw a vertical line like that. So that represents the least, and then the greatest height, we do a similar thing on the other end. So at 170 we've got another straight line. There we go. Then we can draw in another vertical line for the lower quartile. The lower quartile is 145, and so that we draw a vertical line at 145. There we go. We do a similar thing for the upper quartile. So all these values here basically become vertical lines. So the upper quartile, 157. We draw that just there at 157. Another vertical line. Finally, we can put in the median. That's 151. So that's a vertical line there. And then this is a box plot, sometimes known as a Box-and-Whisker Plot. And what we have is the box is the bit which is the, there we go, we don't want that bit on there. Right, and we draw another horizontal line there, so that there is the box. And then we draw the whisker part, which is from the upper quartile there, as it's represented, to the highest value. And we also do the same from the least value to the lower quartile, like that. Okay, so that's our completed box plot from the information above. Now, on part B, we're asked to work out an estimate for the number of girls with a height between 133 and 157. So what that is from the least height here, I'll show this in a different colour, from the least height, which is at this point, to the value which is actually 157, which is the value of the upper quartile, which is there. Now what we know is these values referred to as the lower quartile and upper quartile, what they mean is that the 25% of all the totals are below the upper quartile. So we could put them in a sort of column. We could say, okay, we've got the least value here, then we've got the lower quartile, I'll call that LQ, then we've got the median, then we've got the upper quartile, and we've got the largest value as well, so the greatest value. And it's split in such a way that there's 25% of the data is below the lower quartile, and then we've actually got another 25% between the lower quartile and the median, and then we've got another 25% between the median and the upper quartile, and finally another 25% between the upper quartile and the greatest value. So it's split into quarters. That's where the word quartile comes from. And since we're talking about doing an estimation of the number between the least value and the upper quartile, that's actually, if we add all those percentages together, that's 75%. So really 75% of of all the values are within this range. So in order to do an estimation of how many that actually is, since we're told that the total number is equal to 80, we can say, well, the number in that range from the least height up to the upper quartile is actually 75% of that. So in our range, we've got 75% of 80, which is 60. There we go, 3/4 of 80. And that's it, we've completed it. That's our answer, 60. I hope this has been of help to you. If it has, please like our video and subscribe to our channel. And if you'd like more help on this sort, you could look at our website, which is www.bestmathstutors.co.uk. Thanks for watching.